Hello everyone. So I'm back with another reading for Scorpio rising. Well, the request is for a Lenormand reading, but I'm thinking that the Kipper is going to give us give us more details. So I hope hope that's okay. So anyway, this one is on what really happened with Kristi Noem and, losing her purse with badge and phone in it and, all of that, as well as whatever else was in there. I guess she had like $3,000 cash, and they were in a DC restaurant. I apologize before I said it was New York City, but it turns out it was DC, and she was going out with her family for Easter. And she does have Secret Service detail, secret security, whatever, Secret Service security detail. So I want to know what really happened. Why? How did this happen? Did it really happen? What really happened? And what are going to be the repercussions for her because of this event? Because she, if it really happened and it's not something weird, like she just left her purse behind, maybe she just left it under the table, forgot it, and they walked away, and then somebody took it? What? I don't know. We'll see. What really happened? What happened and what will happen to her? Ruh-roh. Okay. Yeah. She got distracted. At the core of the issue, she got distracted. I don't know if her phone was in there. Yeah, her phone was in there too. So how did she get distracted? Because it wasn't by being on her phone. Oh, family. Okay, distracted by family, children. She got distracted by her kids. That's how. This is what's at the heart of the matter. Her kids and I think food servers, maybe they were in a low light condition where she couldn't see, and she was trying to get things for her kids, get their kids' things together. I'm cutting her slack a little bit with that, just because this is what the cards are telling me here. This could also be a person in her family that it wasn't feeling well, and with mental problems, like maybe an older person was there as well. Now this would be the courthouse card. Would actually be something important that happened within the building that they were in that got her distracted, probably. Yeah. Now this would be actually Secret Service. If I was using the Lennies, I'm sure we probably would have had the dog and bear maybe for protection, but this is surveillance being watched. This would be the Secret Service agents. Maybe they were not doing so well. Maybe, oh yeah, because look at this. I'm feeling like the one or two, whoever she has, probably more than one, wasn't feeling well and really did get distracted with something else. Maybe they were on their cell phones, or one of them. Yeah, something with her family. Something with her families, maybe even something with her husband. Okay. Definitely. Okay. Now, this would have to be her husband. If she comes through, it'd be the woman. Yeah. I think what we're getting in here is I think now we're into the outcome. Yeah, somebody's going to be fired, I think. Okay, now here she is. Yeah, okay. Husband's reputation, their inner circle. Yeah, definitely. They not only, so her husband was distracted, something to do with his own reputation that distracted him. Maybe he wanted to get everybody going and get home, kind of a thing, and was rushing her. And some sneaky person that was hiding. So did she leave her bag behind is what I'm wondering. I don't think so. But then again, let's see. We've got distraction here. The major, well, it was distraction and the thievery. But the thievery happens because they're not focused. You know, like in this card, it's like he's looking at her boobs, and then that's how the kid gets the watch, right? Yeah. So, but at the heart of the matter here, major distraction. But then again, too, okay, so when it comes to the illness cards, this is a mild illness. This can be just a down patch. I think her husband wasn't feeling, and maybe she wasn't feeling good. Maybe her husband was kind of obsessing over the fact that she wasn't feeling good. But anyway, they're taking their family out for Easter. And the ramifications are going to be that secrets are revealed from her family and inner circle, like whatever's in that phone. But then again, too, you know, I'm sure her phone would be, you know, could be tracked, and then what? It's like, I'm wondering, like, how long before she figured out that she left her purse or it was gone? Like, was she right there in the restaurant and went, uh-oh, where's my bag? I don't think so. I kind of think they left, and then she realized she didn't have it. Because there's something here about money. And she, you know, she took $3,000. She's saying she took the cash out of the bank and to have it all just to pay for everybody, and anything else that might come up for the day. They had like plans, I guess, or she's saying. And I don't see the liar cards around her. There's something weird with her husband, that's for sure. But she is saying she was, you know, trying to be prepared for the day out with her family. And I don't think it was just her kids, based on these other cards. Now, I could be wrong about that. If I'm wrong about that, then it was just her husband and her kids, but she was the one working. And again, either he started getting sick, or she was already kind of sick and not feeling good. But it's very possible that he started feeling sick, because he's headed towards these cards. But anyway, family, children, her spending money on them, going to get them to places, you know, with a bond, and then of course the husband's involved. It's interesting that they both came through, and this is everything that's in between them, right? And they're facing each other. At least they're not going in different directions. But what's in between them is he's obsessing and feeling kind of helpless and insecure, and maybe he's even depressed. And there's something to do with his reputation. And yeah, and again, like, you know, he's in some kind of self-pity. Maybe he's realizing that, and maybe he has psychological disorders. Both of these cards reveal that. And then maybe he's kind of depressed. There's a down patch going on here, and she is working, but she's got all of this distraction between her and her husband. Like, that's a lot in between them. Maybe they're in a down patch in their relationship, and maybe they were kind of, you know, might have been a little bit of fighting going on there. And he's kind of helpless to the situation. Now, again, Secret Service agents would be here, and maybe he doesn't like them around all the time. And they're focused on kids. I can see that for sure. But the whole 9 yards about her being held accountable, I'm not seeing that. What I am seeing is her blaming the Secret Service agents. The work that they do for her, you know, when it comes to the word secret, we have two cards, and they're both here, right? And they're even mirroring each other. And next to this man card, this would be the Secret Service agents. The husband is blaming them, and I think she's blaming them too. Let's use the Lennies real quick to ask, will... Yeah, there's her. Okay, maybe she's feeling better now. I don't know. Will she be held accountable for this? Will she be held... What? Well, or actually, I was asking about the political ramifications, but it's like getting away with crap here. So I'll do the Lennies. Let's ask the Lennies, because I think I've got everything I can with the Kipper. We've got the whole story about. Let's go up a little bit. There we go. In this one, let's see, where's the box? Here it is. That's this deck here. So what will be the political ramifications for her, if any? Because I would think that I don't know if they got the purse back. It didn't look like it to me. But the phone, they could just, you know, cut it off. But makes you wonder, like, did they have secrets? I mean, there certainly were a lot of cards about secrets that probably got out. She probably had tons of photos. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's right. With those cards, oh, boy. Especially with that, like, AI card. It had several different meanings with the low lighting in a restaurant and all of that, but that could be like putting something out quickly because it's easy to do. Oh, goodness. Okay. What are the repercussions for her, if any? What will she be held accountable? What is going to happen to her because of this? Right there. Okay. Well, it's kind of doubtful with the clouds, but let's see. Now that would be connections, well, oh yeah. So legal connections at some point. There are different branches of government are in on it to analyze, like, what the heck, man. Her reputation is going to go through some problems. This could be the next election, but for now it's choices. I think the ramifications are that the next... Is she up? I mean, well, she's part of Trump's admin. That's right, she's not up. Everything else is up, though. In the midterms, all 435 of the House of Representatives seats are up for re-election. Okay. Legal, yes, connections, legal issues. Maybe she might get the book thrown at her. There might be a lot of legal problems coming out. The news could feed the legal problems. And then here we are again with her husband. Money, power, protection. Oh, this would be a Secret Service detail, especially on her, with the kids there. And the interactions with the dad. Nah, I'm not. I mean, yeah, she's guilty. I'm not seeing it though. Well, then again, legal. There are a lot of legal ramifications. News will bring out more about her reputation, and people will start wondering, oh, is she trustworthy? Well, of course not. She's working for Trump. Of course not. Of course she had no Homeland Security training at all. God. Important facts about how risky it is for her to be in government. People will be talking about that. That will be revealed. I can't really say she has connections to Russia, but I could say that Russia would definitely be an important factor to take any information they could possibly get. Maybe the person who took her bag, I don't know if they would, well, why wouldn't they be a Russian plant? I mean, that possibly could, right? I mean, why not? Yeah, there's a lot of talk and a lot of analyzing data, research. But when push comes to shove, it's like the answer is something's really wrong, and it's really tricky. And there's something about her husband. I think something's going to be revealed about her husband. Maybe he's like kind of a foreign asset. I don't know anything about her husband. If it's not him, these cards to me always relate to Elon, but I can't see how he has anything to do with this one. So I really do feel like it's her husband that is sneaky and manipulative, maybe with the social media interactions, and he's able to hide. Oh my goodness. It's doubtful. The whole thing is confusing, and it's doubtful that she's going to do any time over it. But I think lots of secrets for sure will be coming out. So I guess we just keep an eye on it. It might be people in other countries. The news in foreign countries, like if something comes out about, what's on her phone. But I don't think she's going to say what's on her phone. But everything's backed up in the cloud, and it's held. You know, there would be at least a month's worth of data, literally data in the cloud. Data in the, yeah, right here, in the cloud. But I don't know if we're going to hear about it as a thing, because we've got this obstacle down here. I wish I could say for sure. I really wish I could say for sure. It's like I'm getting the backstory, and when it comes to a yes or a no for her doing any time, this is a no. This is my answer card down here. There might be a small amount of investigation into it, and then they kind of just let her go. But yeah, dangerous stuff, man. But when election comes around, I don't see her getting anywhere. You know, when Trump goes, they're all gone with him. So, okay, I'm done. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Bye.